Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the West Coast, where today we're doing some, shall we say quote-unquote more realistic harvesting. We are harvesting some sugarcane today with a more realistic mod. Dural has been an absolute genius and got some of, but not all, the platinum equipment working, so we're going to do some sugarcane. If you're wondering why I was just going straight through the middle of it there, it's because I had to get in through the gate and I had to make myself a pathway. So we're using the big case harvester because I'm not completely insane. And we got the Kroger AgroLiner at the back. You can see that I cheated in a bit of money. Hang on, let me turn that off. And what we're gonna do is, I have no idea what we're going to do. I actually have no real plan on what to do with the trailer, which could prove interesting. And how is there a bit of sugarcane over there? But what we're going to do for sure, this I know, is we're going to... interestingly, it doesn't seem to be working 100% correctly. We are going to have to detach the trailer. This much I know. We're going to grab the fent that is in the next field over, which I've missed because I can't see through the sugarcane because it's so bloody high. We're going to get this. We're going to open the gate. I'm gonna turn the running speed down to 1, and I regret planting field 3 in sugarcane now, don't I? I'm gonna be cultivating it after. There is no way am I keeping this field in sugarcane, because it's worse than poplars. I might do some poplars in field 3 next. So you can create a nice path through the sugarcane. This much is I think fair to say. Obviously I am kind of running through some of the crop, but there's no way for me to... Interestingly, it doesn't seem to want to know what to do once you harvest the sugarcane, I've just noticed. Just kind of goes to the default seeded texture. I don't know where the attacher is. I'm gonna have to... I don't know what I'm gonna do here, because I can't see the tractor here, and I can't see what I'm trying to do. Oh, ooh. Okay, there we go. We're gonna drive through the... Can anybody see the tractor? So, this is why people get lost in game. This is how I get lost. It's like, that's why. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. What we're gonna do is, it is set to empty at the back, which is great. Yeah, I'm gonna wipe out that sign. We're gonna put the sugarcane into what should be the potato storage shed. I might end up just annihilating some of the crop if that's how quickly it's gonna fill up the trailer, because this is 20,000 litres immediately, and the price of sugarcane is 245 at Frontier, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a reasonable amount. So, I don't have any... This is a dolly trailer, isn't it? Yes. I'm going to have to reverse this thing. Okay, change of plans. The sugarcane is just going to be dumped out here. And we'll deal with it in time. We'll just ignore the fact that weather happens and this stuff would probably rot. We're going to pretend that it's not the UK, it's actually a country where there's nothing but sunshine ever. And deal with it that way. If anybody's wondering, I do have some Christmas decorations up on the map. Or should. Can I see them from here? No. I do have a few Christmas trees on the map. From the stream the other day. Just, I think 7, maybe 8. Not many, because I put 102 on the Valley of the Old Farm, and that was a bit overkill. I might put one into this house over here, actually. Let's just attach the trailer there, and spin the fender around, get it out of the way. We're gonna just leave it in the hedge here, because we're gonna be needing this a lot, as it turns out. Oh boy, do I regret everything right now. So this harvester, in MR spec, can only go 9 kilometers an hour, which means forwards and backwards. It's the same speed forwards as it is backwards, which is kind of interesting in a way. That was not supposed to happen. Why are you still tipping? Stop tipping. No, stop tipping. Bold trailer. Apparently I have some control conflicts at the moment, which is always fun. And yeah, the plan is, because apparently I've got a plan, we're gonna see how much of this we can do in like probably about an hour or so, maybe less. Because this, like, I'm enjoying the fact that if I just go straight through the crop, all you can see over the top of the crop is a little periscope at the top. This is quite slow going. I mean, we're harvesting at 5 kilometers an hour. That's the absolute fastest we can go. It's probably a realistic speed, and already the trailer's almost half full. Yeah. Can anybody say regrets? Because this is all I'm feeling right now. It's just, I regret even planting this. I mean, it looks cool, I guess, if you can ever see it, but yeah, it... I'm going to just ignore the fact that the hedges are there and spin around here like this and try and get back into a similar-ish line. Come on, please be nice, please be nice, please be nice. Yes, we are creating some sort of, well, pathway for doing farmy things, I suppose. And more importantly, we're heading back up to the Fent, which is going to be very, very overused today. We're probably going to be in the Fent for as much time as we're in the Harvester. Because the trailer's already 96% full. 97, 98, 99, 100. That's all it took to fill the trailer. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, isn't it? Like, we made it from... Come on, let me out into the bit that I can actually see where I'm going. We made it from here down to the other end of the field and halfway up. Before the trailer was full. I might need to see if there's any other trailers that have a similar attacher but are much, much, much bigger. But then I wouldn't have be able to move it with the Fent. By the way, the only reason I'm using the AgroLiner, it's going to be going after this video. The only reason I'm using it is because the Marston won't attach to the back of the harvester. I literally can't see what I'm trying to do here. Holy cow. Good luck if you want to plant sugarcane on the west coast, because I think this is I think not being able to see a damn thing is a valid punishment for being silly enough to want to plant sugarcane on the west coast. Like, the tractor just disappears. Yeah. I'm guessing primarily based on what the camera's doing where the tractor is. Oh, good lord. You could make a good maze out of that. If you see the tractor, you lose. So we're up to pretty much 40,000, 36,400 litres of sugarcane already harvested in 10 minutes. So I mean, it's not a bad crop to harvest for sure. Actually, if I reverse here, like that, and what's the button to change tip sides? Is it U? It is U. And I think that's the right side. No, it's not. Because if I now tip to that side and don't tab out of the tractor, we can kind of sort of make a big pile there. And see how we do. He says hopefully, thinking this is actually going to end well. I mean, that pile's already quite large. In reality, well, number one, you wouldn't be even trying this. But number two, you'd probably have some sort of storage area for it. I'm just going to ignore hedges and whatnot so that we can get to the harvester quickly, the A8800. With its periscope popping up over the crop. This is just silly. This is silly, and I regret everything, but it's kind of funny at the same time. I genuinely don't think we're gonna get this done. What kind of attacher is this? Can I get a bigger trailer? Like, can I get one that's bigger at all? Will this chrome trailer fit? Ooh. Can I fit the TX560 on the back? I'm now trying to find a way to fit the biggest trailer possible on the back of that thing. Because otherwise I'll just be sat here all night trying to harvest. I did try and attach it to the one of the trailers that came with the DLC. Unfortunately, Doral didn't fix the attacher issues that it has, which is a minor annoyance. But considering it's the more realistic mod and not the make it work please mod, I can kind of understand. I might tweak the XML, because you can do that because it's an XML. I might tweak the XML for MR to give the harvester another hitch, spawning from the same node that doesn't actually exist, but does insofar as the game will see it there. Because it makes no sense. Can I... Please tell me I can do this. No, the trailer's too tall. Okay. Also, I actually bought that with the existing money. Whoops. That was not a smart idea. And even worse, the trailer that I do want is stuck over here, and I don't know where the attacher actually is. Facing the opposite direction. Of course it is. I mean, what I could do, in theory, is run this and just have it dumping out onto the ground, but I don't know if it wants to do that constantly. And as a secondary point, that would make a bit of a mess. I regret every decision I've ever made. Man, you could attach there for a second. Don't make me ram you all the way back down to the crop. Come on, be nice to me, please. What did I ever do to you? Yes! Okay, we're attached. And yes, I am using keyboard because big clunky movements are not good on a wheel. Okay, now we'll go for the more subtle movements as the trailer just kind of naffs off backwards. Alright, we're back to harvesting. We've wasted enough time now trying to get something to actually work in a logical way. We'll just go with the silly small trailer and I guess just make giant piles of the crop in the field. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I can do with this. One thing's for sure, there's a cultivator coming into this field as soon as I've decided I'm done with the sugarcane, because as silly as it is and as fun as it is to do something this silly, it's just not worth the time. It's just overly ridiculous. Like, I've got no issues with the people who want to bring sugarcane into the map and who have insisted to BulletBill that sugarcane be in the map, and people who insist to, you know, Oxygen David, that sugarcane be in Oakfield, and people who insist that sugarcane has to be in the map because it's, hey, it's a feature of the game, it's a feature of the game. Well, so are poplars, and I don't see you doing them. In fact, I've not seen anybody doing poplars since the game came out, because, hey, look, it's a complete and utter waste of time. Because while you get something that's of vague use, it's just slow. It just... like, it's not worth the time you put in. Because if I was doing a wheat harvest, or the canola harvest that's actually going on in field 4... Hey, it is field 4. If I was doing the canola harvest that's going on in field 4 right now, spoilers for Friday's video, then, hey, look, it's all going reasonably well, and, you know, I'm getting crop at a reasonable rate. But sugarcane, yes, you get crop out at a really high pace, but this isn't going into the trailer at all. I'm gonna have to cross over into the next field to get this to go into the trailer, aren't I? Yeah, you get your crop at a really good rate, but is it worth it at the end of the day, because you're spending so long planting it in the first place, and then spending so long harvesting it, because the harvester is so slow? I would argue this is kind of a waste of everybody's time. But hey, I'm doing it because clickbait. That's the trailer full again. That's now 3 trailer loads we've managed to kerfuffle together already. In a normal harvest, I'd be only on my 2nd trailer load now. Or still maybe only on the 1st trailer load, having not unloaded yet. But with sugarcane, oh no, you've got to unload every 2 minutes because we've made the yield stupid high. Do you know, I'm just going to start dumping this in the field in a minute. Actually, I don't have a spot yet where I can start dumping it, but I will just start dumping it in the field, and just to save extra time, I'm going to beeline over and back, because I respect my time too much to do this properly. Oh dear, this was a stupid idea when I started planting it. I mean, on the bright side, we're going to be making literally some money. Not much, because you get so much bloody sugarcane. Also, maybe I should bring the wheel loader over here just to kind of shove the sugarcane into the shed. But then that would be extra work going into a crop that I don't plan on doing ever again. I'm gonna be honest. It's... yeah, this is stupid. I'm not beelining, am I? Beeline, Dave, beeline, straight line, as the crow flies. Oh no, don't... okay, maybe not completely straight, because I actually do want to see where the tractor is. There we go. Here we go. Now line up vaguely with the back of the harvester. There you go. Just pull out over there like that. And Even if I was... I've just realised, even if I was using Follow Me, it would still derp quite badly. I don't think there's any way of kind of being... Why are you tipping again? Stop tipping. I don't think there's actually any way of being victorious. I'm doing this in a sane, calculated, logical way. I mean, it's nice that Doral has made this stuff anymore, because, you know, there are going to be some people who want to do this. More power to them. They're probably South American, and I can, you know, I applaud people wanting to do stuff that they'd see in real life, but because I do it, you know. You've heard me saying, oh, I'm doing this because I've seen it done in real life, and it's kind of cool. Sugarcane and farm sim is a lot like poplars for me. It's a crop that's just kind of there, and I might do it once or twice. I was originally going to do some poplars in this field, and no, that's probably not going to happen now, because I respect my time too much, to be honest. Let's just kind of go this way. Ah, that's kind of cool though. The offshoot for the, I guess, chaff tilts away when you've got a trailer on the back. That's a kind of a neat feature. I mean, it sucks that if you're looking at it from the front, all you can see is the periscope. And even like going through the crop like this, you can hardly see a thing. Granted, in real life you would never go through the crop like this, but hey, farm sim, yo, I can do what I want. Like, I get why everything's like, the way that it is. I really do. But there comes a point where you gotta say, this is a bit stupid. Also, yes, I am now driving the harvester out of the crop. Or, well, through the crop. You can see the periscope. This is the only way I can get stuff through the crop and actually know where it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tip it onto the ground, because I've given up on realism. I can harvest through it, it'll be fine. Granted, it's now going to mean that I'll have several piles everywhere, but it's also going to mean that I can get this done just a bit faster. Because I can come in with a cultivator or something later and get rid of it all. Let's just harvest wherever this thing wants to go now. Because I'm probably going to just come in here with a cultivator after the video, I'll be honest. As silly as the idea was, and as funny as it was at the beginning, it's still funny. It's stupid funny. It's not fun. Like, it's hilarious that, to me, that people insisted that BulletBill put sugarcane into the map. They're never gonna use it because they'll do it once or see this video and say, oh my god, why? Why would anybody ever want to do this? This is such a stupid idea. But people were legitimately insisting that BulletBill do it. That BulletBill put sugarcane into the map because, oh, it's a feature of the game. And yeah, it is, but you ever going to use it? Is it a feature you're ever going to use ever? Not even, even once? Like, I'm doing it now just because I can. There's very few of us that can do this. Very few people anywhere that can play about with sugarcane on the west coast. There's a reason BulletBill didn't want to put sugarcane on the west coast, and that reason was it's unrealistic. There's a secondary reason. It's not fun. It's just not fun. I'll be honest. Like, every day that I play about with the platinum stuff, or don't play about with the platinum stuff, which kind of reinforces the point I'm about to make more, kinda shows me that platinum Bit of a dud DLC, isn't it? Because, like, even... Because I pay attention to this stuff. You guys, you hardly even watched the mod spotlights. Or the DLC spotlights I did with Platinum. I had a look at Landy's and Sim's views and Dagwood's views, and they were all very low. Which kind of the analyst in me says, well, this DLC is a bit of a dud. He says, you know, I'm just going to dump it wherever it goes. It's going to go into the crop, I don't care. I'll come in with a wheel loader later and dump it all. Platinum is a bit of a dud DLC because, frankly, the stuff that it puts in doesn't add much to the game. And what it does add is very... I don't know. I want to say it's slow paced, but maybe it's a bit too realistic for Farm Sim. Which sounds odd, but Farm Sim is at its heart an arcade game. You know, Giant. That's one of the biggest criticisms people have is, oh, it's very arcadey as a simulator. That's kind of intentional. Giants did that intentionally. So you're criticizing it based on it. Well, I guess it's a fair criticism, but it's based on a marketing decision they made. You know, the game is a simulator for the market, but it's not really a simulator. But while it's great that Giants did put in this new style of farming in sugarcane, and I'll applaud them for it. I think it was a very brave move. It still is. Not all decisions that get made that are brave are good decisions. I've done some stuff that people have said was very brave in the past. You know, talking openly about stuff that most people wouldn't. Like the Dagwood fanboys and whatnot. You know, I was one of the first to say, do you know, Dagwood's a cool guy, but his fans are, oh my god, so annoying. You know, I don't mind saying that, because they are. They irritate every other content creator. If you do Farm Sim on YouTube, you know who Dagwood is. You don't need to be asked every 5 minutes. You usually have a vague idea of what he's doing. Do you watch him? Probably not. Because as a second fun fact, very few Farm Sim YouTubers actually watch Farm Sim videos unless there's something in them that needs to be seen. When's the last time I watched a Farm Sim video? It was about a week before Sim brought out his Contractors cinematic. Before Sim brought that out, I watched that video because he wanted to show myself and Landy the cool thing that he did, and we both watched it and said, "Oh my god, that's awesome! There's stuff in there that we need to steal because it's just a good idea." If I tip out, hang on, let me get this trailer so I can see it. Yeah, if I tip out this side, then it'll go pretty much into the hedge. But yeah, farms. So many people, like, I gotta actually gonna talk about this because I'm not gonna name names, but you know, it's something that I kind of appreciate, I guess. I got a message on Instagram from somebody last night / this morning. I don't know, I was asleep when I got it. But I read it, and It's basically, I know how you feel with the console guys. I actually play on console, and they've annoyed me to the point where I don't play Farm Sim anymore. And that's the people who constantly ask for John Deere on console, despite being told 1,000,001 times it just can't happen. There's no license. Who are constantly demanding more mods on console, despite being told that actually modding for console is nearly impossible because, number one, there's no tools, and number two, there's so many restrictions on what can and can't go on that it's easier and faster to just make stuff for PC, which is why you'll see modders who maybe bring out fewer mods, bring out better mods with scripts and all the cool things that PC players like on a more regular basis, because it's easier. It's actually easier to bring out highly complex, highly scripted mods with 1,000,001 things on PC than it is to bring a single map or mod to console. And the people that keep demanding stuff on console and complaining that stuff isn't on console are driving away people who just want to enjoy the game. Like, I think the people who are demanding stuff constantly seem to forget that it's a game. And what I'll say openly in streams and videos that, do you know what a mod I'd like is X, Y, or Z, and then like occasionally 3 weeks later, or a month later, or 2 months later it'll show up and I'm like, oh my god, yes. It's not a case of I'm demanding it constantly, therefore it must happen. It's a case of sometimes, and I know this happens, it's happened once or twice, I'll mention something that I'd love to see in game, and a modder watches the video and says, actually, that'd be kinda cool. And it gets made. Or sometimes it's just completely unrelated that I have an idea and a modder's just happened to have the idea a month ago and has been working on it, and you know, that happens too. Is it any less cool? Are they stealing my idea? No. Do I complain about modders running with ideas that maybe aren't theirs? No, because hey, you can't expect them to come up with their own original ideas all the time. Do I complain about people taking, let's say, video ideas I have and running with them? No, because some of the more interesting ones are secret. And there's a very interesting one that is very secret right now. I've alluded to it. I've said what map it's going to be on. But I have not given away any details. Because that is going to be something that is going to be very interesting and very different from anything I've ever done on the channel, ever. It will, however, be PG because I actually value having PG content, despite the fact that YouTube insists on putting hilariously inappropriate ads on PG content. I'm gonna give an example. Simulate was watching one of Ian Robson's videos last night. I don't know why he was watching it, but he was. I think it was a coffee with Ian. And we were in TeamSpeak and he said, oh my god, you're never going to believe what ad I just got. And after a couple of minutes, he revealed that the ad he got was for an adult website. This on a website that insists that every creator is hyper PG. And insists that everything has to be family and friendly. And they'll put that ad on Ian Robson's channel. Now, for those of you that don't know who Ian Robson is, he is possibly as family friendly as it gets. He will avoid controversy as much as he possibly can. I really used to enjoy watching his videos. I don't anymore just because I watch different styles of videos now. Not a slight to him, it's just that I prefer a different type of video than the one he creates, which it happens. But for him to be getting those kind of ads and for the amount of Grand Theft Auto and Peggy 18 games that I've been seeing advertised. YouTube is broken. YouTube is dying. And the CEO doesn't care because, hey, we've got TV shows on here now. We've got TV personalities in the YouTube Rewind. We'll have a TV personality introducing the YouTube Rewind. That's, you know, the original intention of that was to highlight people who make YouTube what it is. Highlight the creators that make unique stuff on YouTube. And instead of highlighting stuff that was created and made and born on YouTube, it's showing a TV personality and playing Despacito, which is, number one, a terrible song, but number two, is only on YouTube because of Vivo, because the music industry loves making money and doesn't make enough ever, despite being multi-millionaires. The music industry is the worst thing. There's a reason I don't listen to music much. Well, that's a ranty video done. Yeah, this will probably go up regardless, because I'm lazy and don't want to edit half of this out. But I guess I got my feelings out and I didn't go too non-PG. Well, I didn't go non-PG. I've created a mess, and I think I created a monster as well by trying to do this. This was probably the worst idea I ever had. I'll leave you guys by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching The West Coast on Farming Simulator 17. If you enjoyed the video, something's wrong with you. No, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye. I regret everything. This was a terrible idea. Don't do sugarcane, people. Oh dear.